Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a video. Today we're going to be working on the Supra, and first thing we got to do is we got a bunch of parts right here. This is not mine. This is for that, which that's my brother's stuff. This I'm gonna try to get the valve cover plugs and plug wires in today, which I mean isn't a lot, but you know, it's time consuming. So first thing I had to do, which I've already started, but this is how it looks right here. This snaps onto that fitting. That's the accelerator for the throttle right there. So 2 bolts on the side, take those off, this bolt, boom, snap that off, and then you can move this over. That's how I put it, like that, boom. So it's out of the way. And then you have to take off this hose, this one, all of those, and then unbolt this rail from down there. Hey Mark, say hi.
What's up?
Alrighty, so I had to disconnect all these hoses, to disconnect these, and then the coil pack has 4 bolts, or the coil pack setup has 4 nuts. Boom, boom, boom. Pop that out, take the 3000 pipe off, and then valve covers, isn't that right, Mark?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Valve covers.
Sure. And yeah, so that's happening.
He missed every shot.
No way. Alrighty, so I got the valve cover gasket off, and you can see it's beautiful in there. It's stupid clean. Just like Mark's shoes.
Ooh, no, just kidding.
Just kidding, they're not that clean.
No, they're not. That valve cover's cleaner than my fucking shoes.
True. Anyways, what we gotta do next is stuff. I forgot what I was gonna say. Spark plugs! Gotta do spark plugs, that's what I gotta do.
There you go.
I have to do spark plugs, then I have to clean this area, because you can see it's like gross AF. And spark plugs, I don't think I'm going to have time to do the valve covers before work, so I'm just going to take the ones over there and smack it back on. Temporary, and then, yeah, if I can just get spark plugs and get them all gapped and such, then that'll be pretty lit, and I'll be excited about that. So we're going to keep on cracking, isn't that right, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Crack-a-lack-it.
Good morning, everybody. It's the next day. Yesterday I started working at like 11, and I had to actually go to work at 2, so I only was able to get like 2 hours of work in. I wasn't even working that whole 2 hours. I was helping Mark and Taryn. Oh, man. Oh, I was helping Mark and Taryn on that engine, trying to put it in that that F-150. So I didn't get too much done, but I'll show you what I got. Man, it is way too early for all this. Alright, so I don't know how good of a job I explained it yesterday, but I'm just going to re-explain. So, to get to where I am now, you have to take the 3000 pipe off, and there's a bunch of hoses. There's those, this one, and then all of these right here. And then 2 screws, which there's a bracket here. Right here. This bracket goes like that. Oh no, yeah, it goes like that. And then it also screws into there. And then the 3000 pipe comes off. You have to take off the, I don't know, the accelerator bracket thing. I don't know, it has a cruise control crap in your throttle rod, which is right here. So you have to take that off, and then yeah, once that's out of the way, you can take your coil pack off, which is just those four, and then or your coil pack thing off, and there's a plug and a ground on that, and then once that's good, you can. I just had it too, and now I lost it. I don't know, but I took the intercooler piping piece that went there as well, which is this one, and then my 3000 pipe is over here. Right here, this is my 3000 pipe. It literally says 3000. I'm not too sure why it's called a 3000 pipe. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but that's just what I've read in the forums, that is called the 3000 pipe, or referred to as. And, and then another thing, these things right here, there's 4 of them. You need this thing right here. It's a 14mm hex bit, because, where is it? Right there. Boom. I realized that it was a 14mm, and I took just a regular bolt and welded a 14mm nut on it. Last time I was doing this. 1 second. Oh man. Which what I mean by last time I was doing this, I got this car on the 5th, and like 5-6 days after I got it, I was going to, I was detail cleaning the engine bay, and one of the spark plug wires, which I don't even know where my factory plug wires are. I think they're underneath the car somewhere. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's an old plug wire. Okay, so, it was in the hole. Oh, let me show you here real quick. So this thing right here goes over there, and that's why I have to take those caps off to get this out. And I guess technically you don't need to take that out, but I did because F it. But yeah, it was in the hole, and how it goes is it goes all the way through one of these until it's underneath. So here, I'll show you. Don't worry. Like that. So it is sitting like that. And this particular one wasn't. It was more like this. So I was like, oh crap, maybe it's loose. And I was gonna go snap it in. I heard like a, I don't know, like a sloshy sound. And I looked in there, and this entire valley right here was full of oil. Get out of here. It was full of oil to the point where I could barely see the tops of the spark plugs. And I was able to soak up most of it, but there's still a little bit in there. And, yeah, so, whatever. Anyways, now, these I took off yesterday, so those are all finger tight. Those are just in there to keep dust out. This valve cover is actually already off. There we go. And then I just have to pull that other valve cover and then pull the spark plug wires. And then that whole system is mint. Pop that other valve cover off real quick, and then I'll start cleaning in there. If I can find an efficient way to set up a tripod, I'll do that. If not, then I'm not going to do that. I tried to do it yesterday and I couldn't really figure out a way, because there's not really anything to set it on in here. So if I figure out a way, then that's cool. If I don't figure out a way, then whatever. Alrighty, so it's been about an hour since I had the camera last, maybe a little longer, maybe an hour and a half, and I got a good bit done so far. I'll show you. This valve cover's clean. You can see it. Boom. Stupid nice compared to all that grease and gunk. So I cleaned it. I actually just set it back in place. Valve cover gaskets on, and I cleaned up the contact right there, that ridge, and yeah, so I got that valve cover on. I'm gonna go ahead and screw it on. Then I'm gonna go ahead and detail clean the other one like I just did with that one, and actually I'll go ahead and bring it over, and then I'm gonna do the spark plugs and put it all back together and make sure it drives, which I mean it should. It didn't do anything. It would prevent it from driving, but yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing that, get that back all together. Just wanted to give you a quick update on what's going down. And
Oh, here's something. In order to get this cracked right here, all of these hoses, like every one of these hoses are like rock hard, so I need to replace all of those, but for now I'm not too worried about it. Alrighty, so the engine's almost all buttoned up. I'm just putting on the last couple things here. And so see, there it is. I got the coil pack, watching the Hoonigans right there. Got the coil packs back on, and I got the plugs and plug wires. And then the valve cover's all cleaned. Accelerator's bracket is back on. I gotta put the 3000 pipe on right now. And once the 3000 pipe's on, those little things go on. All the hoses get hooked back up. The missing piece of intercooler piping goes back on. And then, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Then it's good. So, yeah, it'll be done in just a jiffy. So I got the car all buttoned up. She's all done. You know, it seems to run fine, but whatever. It's all done. I made my time limit. I don't know what time it is. It's there. There's what time it is. So I made my time limit, got it all buttoned up and done. Should be ready for the little road trip I gotta take her on. Sounds good, looks good, feels good. I'm just kidding, I don't know if it feels good, I haven't driven it yet. So I'm gonna pull her out, pack some stuff in there, and yeah, so that's gonna be the end of this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot. And have a good one. I'll see you next time.
There we go.